Warning, the following video contains explicit language, sexual references, and violence, and is not suitable for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
All right.
So anyhow,
Bruh, welcome to the Blue Collar Bros podcast.
have you just been enlightened?
Well, a little bit. So I'm going to be real with y'all. We are having some technical issues. Granted, we are new and young and inexperienced as far as the podcast world is concerned. We did this as a joke, and I don't know. I've been having a lot of fun with it, so I think we're going to continue doing it. However, we didn't exactly have the proper equipment to start this when we set out to do it. We had an old camera from my, at the time, fiance. Well, that camera has finally shit the bed for good, and it's gone. So
we were the last week and a half, 2 weeks. We were looking for a camera, couldn't find one. Discovered obviously these phones you have in your pockets. Apparently they're yeah. Don't do that,
son. A passion fruit, truly.
Got you, fam.
Thank you. What the hell was that?
I don't know, man. My wife buys that junk.
Whew.
Anyhow,
Whew.
we
You ever try to get a sip of something and you think you know what you're about to have, and it's polar opposite? It's not bad. It's just not what I was expecting to get a mouthful of.
you got me off in the wormhole.
I'm sorry. Anyway, so yeah, now we're using this phone.
Yeah. So we're on the phone now. We're trying to figure out how to get it the perfect angle, the videos and everything else. Just technical difficulties all the way around.
I'm telling you, man.
And man, he's like, we finally find the right size thing, and it's actually my phone underneath it. He's like, man, it's so close, but I just need to go up just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Well, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, how much of a little bit is a little bit? Well, come find out, it's like a very small amount. And I'm like, look, brother, I got you. And I actually got
This
two.
boy here.
I got a pocket wedge.
That's right.
Things at work and everything else.
Yep.
So I stuck it underneath there. I said, just tell me when.
And now we got that bitch plumb level and square.
Perfect all the way around. Boy, it was amazing to him that I had a wedge in my pocket.
Not just one, but two.
I said, big dog, don't even worry about it. Check that. Got that old step-up wedge, bro. Oh, super serious. I mean, that thing right there, bro. It tells you where you at, how much you're going, slowly but surely. That thing's impressive. All right. Why would you not have a pocket wedge in your pocket every day?
Louisiana things.
No, I mean just like
Plant life
that's
things.
like people. That's like people without pocket knives.
Oh yeah, always.
Yeah, but
Always keep it on you.
yeah, no doubt. But what I'm saying is,
Always keep that thing on me.
a man without a pocket knife in his pocket is. I'm not even. That's not a man.
A couple things that you should always carry on you at all times: a lighter, a knife of some type. You know what I mean?
I mean, bro.
It's simple things that you just don't think about, but man, when the time comes, you know what I mean? They have survival
Screwdriver.
kits.
It turns into a screwdriver.
Yep.
It
They have
turn-
whole survival kits
I mean,
that
bruh.
you can fit in your wallet. A buddy of mine actually was going to start a business doing that.
If you ain't got a knife in your pocket, are you really living? If you ain't got a pocket wedge in your pocket,
Well, I don't
is
carry
it
a
real
pocket
life?
wedge.
Is it real life?
I give you that. Your life is a little more wild than mine. I don't have to carry a pocket wedge to keep myself plumb level
My
and
life's
square, you know?
easier than yours because I solve problems with my pocket wedge.
Is that what it is?
Easier.
Well, I can't argue with that.
Seeing as how we're using it right now.
You know what I'm saying? Currently, it's saving the day, so maybe you're on to something, bro. Just carry random shit in your pocket.
I can get behind that. But
Now, something else I wanted to talk about. I want to start doing a cooking show once a month. Okay? Blue Collar Bros Kitchen. Pretty much whatever you happen to be cooking that day, we record it. We step by step show how you make it. Could be a sauce pecan. Could be making sausage. Could
I
be.
thought we was gonna try the tries it.
Oh no! Well, I want to do that too. I want to do the Cajuns Try channel, which we could do. We could probably make that happen.
Oh yeah.
I got to look more into what that is because like there's a whole Try channel network. So to be associated with them, I don't know if you need their approval or do you just start making
That's
shit and
where
then
we
they
just
pick you
eat
up.
random stuff and
Like
no
the chip
reaction.
challenge and drinks from around the world and snacks from around the world and all this random shit that Cajuns would try. I'll show you the Cholos Try channel in a minute. These thugged out Cholos from South Cali try all
What
this
is a
random
Cholo?
shit. Thugged out Cholo, like a Latino from South Cali.
I say I don't know what a cholo is.
Okay. So if I show you a standard Hispanic dude wearing a Raiders jersey, gold teeth, house slippers, khaki shorts, tall white socks, do you understand the image I'm giving you? His name's probably like, Rico
we're gonna have to delete all this. But
No, he
anyhow,
ain't. No, he ain't. My boy Marco knows what I'm talking about. And my boy Jesus.
I guess I get what you're getting at. I
Right.
didn't know there was a name for it.
Yeah, Chola or Chola would be the girl version. The girls like Sharpie on their eyebrows and shit. Chola girls.
Stop it,
No, it's really Sharpie is what they use for their makeup.
dude.
It's a whole subunit.
Sharpie lasts a good little minute.
Well, yeah, but they make them fat. Like they completely tweeze their eyebrows going. They make them fat. They wear their hair all crazy.
That's why they do that. Like,
Yeah, flannel with the top button done only with the wife beater. Even the girls. Face tats. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just fucking murdered out Chola girl.
all right.
They can be hot. They can not. It can go one of two ways. Have you ever met a 5 or 6 Asian? No. You meet either a fucking 10 Asian or like a 1.5 Asian. There's no mediums. Ginger's the same way. I've never met a medium range ginger. They're always super hot or super not.
The redheads and the cholo. I mean, I could legitimately. I can't argue with that.
You know what I mean?
I can't. They're either hot or they're not. There's
There's no in between.
I can't argue with these facts. I've never really put it in perspective like that, but I can honestly say that I'm not 100% wrong.
Right. So,
I'm about to say, does that mean that there's hot white guys and not hot white guys, or is there there like a cute Chad somewhere out there? You get what I'm saying? Like, is there like a
fuck?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Cute Chad?
well, like
no,
you got-
white guys have all right. White people have the whole span of the number spectrum. You have met a 4 white girl. You've met a 8 white girl. Okay, you've met in betweens. Black people the same way. You have met in betweens across the spectrum. Okay, there's just a certain little groups out there that there is no spectrum. There is, it's binary. It's not analog. You know what I'm saying? It's digital.
facts. It's proven facts.
In the
Is what
instrument
you get.
world, that means a little more. Basically, one is spannable, one is on or off. That's all we got. Sorry. I didn't make these rules. But anyway, so look, we're talking about like content creation.
You
and,
still
like,
drinking a nasty ass truth?
yeah, I figure if I'm a crack it, I'm a fucking crack it. So,
I thought I was disappointed in you for a minute, but I can't blame a bad
I
tasting
mean,
drink.
what I'm going to do? Waste alcohol?
Mm.
Out your goddamn mind, fool. Tell you what, though. These white women are going to be the death of us. Swear to God.
I'm trying not to get on that. Let's go a different route.
No, dude. I know.
I can go for 14 hours on that statement. I don't
know.
need that on our podcast.
How about we have a shotgun contest? Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
right. You
throw
puke.
up.
Why do you puke so often? How have you never learned how to stomach alcohol? With the amount you
I
drink.
can't stomach nothing. I'll throw up after I eat. I just, look, I like to indulge.
You bulimic?
I like to indulge and then get rid of it. I mean, I don't know. My
that-
body does at least. I don't like doing it.
Is that why you're so skinny? You just throw up after every meal?
Not every meal, but if I really like something, I eat the fuck out of it. I get to taste it twice.
Oh, my God. That's fucked.
You sound fucked up that Syria did. They killing
Well,
people over there still. Or?
Yeah. I mean, Syria's got that whole shit going on. The president is a part of a
Oh, what's
religious
up? What's
sect.
up? Hold up. I don't want to go political.
Okay.
What is a new conspiracy theory you got for me?
Ooh. Well, in the realm of the spiritual conspiracies, right now is a very popular time because there's like 100 different prophecies that are all coming to pass at the same time right now on a biblical scale. So basically, end times are upon us, rapture, one world order, death and destruction type deal. But anyway, basically they have conjoined all these prophecies that are all happening together simultaneously. There's like over 100 of them. So yeah,
Such
pretty much.
as?
Jesus, I would have to get you the list, man. It basically, when you're talking about all the countries that are in Syria right now, you talk about
Syria is technically the old Holy Land, correct?
No. Syria is the biblical Assyria. Okay, which they talk about a lot in the Bible. There's always the nation of Assyria and the Assyrians attacking them and yada yada, which is a very, very ancient part of the world. However, so long story short, the Bible in Ezekiel 80, 88 and 89, I believe, talks about a war. It's called the Ezekiel 88 and 89 war. And they talk about which tribes are going to be in Assyria and will descend onto Israel together. Okay. Gog, Magog, this place, that place, all these tribes. When you look at where in the world those tribes are now, that's Russia, Turkey, Syria, Iran. It's these places that we know of today. For the first time in human history, all of these big key players that the Bible lists by name are in Syria at the same time in a military capacity. That's never happened before in human history.
All right.
That's what's going on with just a big conspiracy, but that's one. There's hundreds going on at the same time right now, man. It's a wild time to be alive. More so than it has ever been in human history.
I got into a conversation with some fellas at work the other day. There's always 3 things that you say you don't bring up at
But
work.
you always do because this is the best talks to have.
Well, politics, religion,
And sex.
Sex.
Those are the best 3 things to fucking talk about. I don't want to talk about, ooh, how's the weather? Let's talk about real things. Let's have growth.
Yeah, well.
Let's move forward.
And
let's
I talked
learn.
to these fellas at work, and I don't know how it even came up, but they were talking about aliens. I walked up, and it was like, I'll tell you what I think. And I hit them with the gold alien ant farm shit.
They didn't like that.
Well, none of them could give me a logical reason not.
Right. That's the problem. Oh, it sounds stupid. Okay, tell me why that can't be.
Well, I explained the whole gold situation first, and I'm like,
vipers.
What?
You mean the pit vipers?
Oh, you don't want that in your life.
Oh, fucking right.
They're too small for your head. Your head's too big.
Pimping, son. Out of control. What's up?
Out of control.
Out of control.
Wilding out on them.
Wilding out.
Raise hell, praise Dale, boys. Anyhow.
So,
we were sitting there talking about it.
yeah.
And, man, I just, like, they were talking about aliens and everything. I told them, and I explained the whole gold situation.
Yeah.
And I was like, why? I was like, this is where it gets weird at. I was like, because honestly, I don't know how to answer it, but this is how somebody says that it's an answer. And I explained to them alien ant farm basically for the United States of America, and they were like, or the whole world.
Yeah.
They were like, well, that's kind of throw it off. And I'm like, yeah, but legitimately, please explain to me why the ancient Aztecs and the ancient Egyptians all buried themselves laced in gold with everything that.
And it's funny you mentioned the Aztecs and the Egyptians. Both of them built pyramids, which takes math and cutting of stone and all these things.
Facts.
But they didn't fucking know each other, and they both used the exact same technology to build giant shit.
Same time
of the
frame.
same shape.
Same time frame.
Yes, and they all were obsessed with gold and inlaying everything with gold.
Well, that's what
it makes no sense.
That's what I can't understand is why.
Seeing as how water is more critical to our survival.
I was explaining. Yeah.
You would think we'd worship water. We can't go 3 days without it. Okay? If we're going to get technical, we should be worshiping air. We can't go 3 minutes without it. But somehow, throughout all of human history, it's been fucking gold. Diamonds, platinum, rubies. This like shit that we consider expensive. For what?
Yep. Well, that's what I'm getting at is that I was telling them that, and by the time I hit them with the alien thing, they were like, "Oh, that's kind of thrown off." I'm like, "Yeah, but why is it thrown off? Like, literally, think about it. What is the purpose of this?" Like I told them, I said, gold is important to us nowadays because of the simple fact that gold is supposed to back up a dollar that gets you what you need and want.
Which we've been off the gold standard since the 60s.
But like
so
I
that's
said,
not even true.
Well, that's what they tell you.
That's what they tell you, but it's,
Anyhow,
it's
regardless of the situation, the gold doesn't back up a dollar anymore, but the gold in our brains backs up a dollar that we work for, trade time for money, which equals gold, which backs up. Obviously, whoever has the most gold wins,
right.
Which I don't understand why.
I don't understand it either. But then you also hear there's people in music videos, they'll mention things about gold and like the gold standard and going it all plays into it, man. Subliminal messages, which we talk about on the Cult of Conspiracy.
Yeah, but
this last episode talked about radio waves and how that fucks you up. Remember? I was telling you about that.
I wanted to get into that, but I didn't want to go into a whole spiel about that.
I hear you. But that's a real thing.
But I got something for you right now, right?
Let's hear it, dog.
About the 5G towers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what you got?
You know about them?
Oh, come on. What you gonna tell me about the 5G towers and how there's been so many cases linked to it, so many cases of cancer being linked to these things? How they're supposed to be like the new charging station for the drones. They're listening to us. They're using these as like the routers, so to speak, to send off all of our signals, all of our information, all of our.
I'm just talking about the simple fact of cancer.
Yeah, well, cancer too. But at the same time, the more we have tracking devices in our pocket right now, right? I'm recording this on a tracking device that's listening to me nonstop, recording me nonstop.
Did you know that the little orange dot on the iPhone, when you press the call button,
That's a record.
The little orange dot literally means that they're
listening.
Anybody that has access to it can listen to it.
Right. But my point is that we know that's going on, and we're not doing shit about it.
A lot of people don't know that.
Well, then
I just found out a week ago. I found out a week ago that while you are on Google searching, other internet, other dark web shit can be looking at you at what you're looking for. So I found that out.
I am sweating fucking bullets, man.
Oh, dude, I ain't burning up. I'm wearing a Nomad, man. I ain't even broke a sweat yet.
Yo, I'm dripping. Look at this down my face.
Let me see.
Oh, bro.
No, we call that glisten at work.
I call that sweat, dog.
No, we call that love. At work, that's when you put that love in that thing.
No, fuck that. Nuh-uh. Work is where I put in work. I go home to put in love. There's a difference.
I'm gonna need you to breathe a little bit.
Yo, you see me? Look, I'm drenched.
Bro, that hair looks fucking rough. Look at that widow's peak, though. Losing in the front, letting it grow out the back. Huh?
No, I ain't losing in the front, big dog.
Yeah, you are. Look at that widow's peak.
Yo, that widow peak's been there my whole life. I'll show you a picture.
Dude, your forehead that got stupid
My
big.
forehead got bigger, that's for sure.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to nobody. You got a big ass forehead.
Now look, that widow's peak's been there forever, but it's starting to climb on these sides. But I also got new growth. I got little sprigs coming right there too. So I don't know what to expect.
I got new growth, he say.
I don't know what to expect, dog.
The man say, I got new growth. Check this.
Yo, for real, I do. I got little hairs right there too. So
it's growing from this way up. So it's falling off. Wait, so it's falling off the back, but it's coming up your face.
Oh no. No. It's not coming up the face.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yo, I got that on the high cheek though, for sure. For sure. But no, I'm fucking burning! It's hot.
Dude, that makes me so happy to see you take your hat off.
Why?
Because I ain't seen that much whiteness in a minute.
Oh, keep laughing, fool. You got dad's hair. You gonna be bald.
What I got going on?
Oh, right now, sure.
What?
Oh, right now you got the Fabio locks.
Well, I guess I got a big forehead already.
No, dude, that's the problem. Your forehead's always been like that. Mine too. You just don't notice it until you start really looking. But yeah, no, I'm gonna let my shit grow out, and then whenever it gets too dumb, just cut it. I cut Jacob into a mohawk today, matter of fact.
Oh, that hurt. I pull all my hair.
Shoot.
Anyhow.
You ain't losing hair yet, are you?
Not a bit. Just growing it, babe. I ain't got a widow's peak.
No, but I've always had a bad widow's peak. You hadn't. Sure, I'll show you. Matter of fact, you want to see how bad this widow peak always been?
Okay.
That's Virginia. Yeah, dude.
No, that thing's straight across, B.
No, you see that widow's peak sticking out the top? Go. I've always had that little peak. But you see them how that forehead climbing on me now.
Is that the license I use? Yep. I know. I was you for about 3 years.
Yeah, because I sent you this one because I had got my motorcycle endorsement on my new one. So this is my old one. Yeah. This is the one that you used to get out of trouble so many times. It's your punk ass.
Man, help me out, bro.
Hey, I ain't mad at it.
I was 21 for 8 years.
Although it would have been cool to get like called in DC. You have to appear in court for what? You got pulled over a couple months ago? No, I didn't. What you mean? So my ass have to appear in court in uniform for some shit that I wasn't even in this time zone for.
Your dumb ass got all kind of bench warrants down here in Louisiana.
That would explain so much.
No. I ain't getting too much about it. I just used to get in bars and stuff.
I ain't mad at it, dude, honestly.
But, oh, yeah, dude. The thing's legit. I appreciate that, by the way.
No doubt, bro.
In case I ain't told you thank you lately.
Nah, what we gonna do? Mom and dad, and that's what I'm saying. I'm saying to that. Mom and dad, I was like,
Well, no, mom and dad asked. They They asked me about voting and what I think about everything and everything else. Obviously, I'm a little bit more conservative or whatever, but I was telling them, I said, listen, I'm not voting this year.
It doesn't matter. It's not going to get counted anyway.
And I literally told them, I said, look, here's the deal. I said, if my person physically can go make a difference,
Right.
you know for a fact, I'm not one of them to sit around and, oh, well, this happened and we couldn't do nothing about it. No offense, but voting doesn't work.
It doesn't.
We saw it in this last election. At the end of the day, my thing is, they charged the White House. They did this. They did that.
All these things.
But at the end of the day,
nothing has changed.
What can I do? What can you do? What can y'all do?
Stop paying taxes.
What can y'all do to make a difference? And honestly, like I was telling this to the guy at work the other day, we got on that subject. I said, what can we, like, legitimately, right now,
as the working man, as the blue collar bro,
in your day-to-day life, legitimately, what can you tell me? I'm going to do this evening, and it's going to fix this.
Yeah.
Or what can you start doing now to fix it in 5 years? Nobody has an answer.
You know what I think's fucking crazy? To be a hippie back in the day was to be anti the man, right? Anti the government. These days, it's the working man, the blue collar guy.
Yeah.
That's the fucking fuck the man, fuck the government. And same thing, the hood rat is
But
the
that
same
just tells
side.
me that the hippies weren't wrong.
The hippies weren't wrong, but that's the point. The hippies,
Well,
and the businessmen.
hippies just understood it back then. The businessmen were fucking hippies.
The hippies were more into the communism and socialism thing back then. Let's not go that route. All I'm saying is, nowadays, to be anti-government, anti-establishment, anti-tax, that's not even to be fringe. That's everybody agrees on these things.
And I'm not saying that I'm anti all of it. I just want it to be done right.
And it's very hard to find it done right.
I'm not saying that I'm anti-government. I just want the government to be legitimate, just like the Constitution says, to be just. Right. If the government is not just, then it shall be, not should, because should and shall will not hold up in court. Should means you should probably do this.
But won't.
Shall means you motherfucker, you doing it.
It is.
So what I'm saying is, the Constitution says. The government is not unjust. If the government is unjust, then it shall be overthrown by the people. That's what it says.
It does.
Black and white. So at the end of the day,
but people are too pussified for that, dude.
No doubt we're pussified. But what I'm getting at is I'm tired of hearing about this and this and that and the other. At the end of the day, what are we gonna do about it?
So here's you were talking about you want it to be done right. The only time that I have seen in human history a government be done start to finish correctly was specifically the city of Florence. And that's a conversation for a whole nother day talking about the Renaissance. Because they got overtaken by a larger force. Florence is a part of Italy.
So obviously they didn't do it right.
Well, at the time, they had a true republic. And truly people were as free as they were allowed to be. They had a true capitalistic free market system with no infringements from the government. Pretty much everybody was let free to do what the fuck they wanted, but the government was there to keep them within their lanes, which is what they're supposed to do, enforce the law kind of deal. It was great, but the Renaissance had to come to an end. Honestly, that's what happened. But beside the point. But
I just like I said, at the end of the day, I get to the point, like you said, you get to a point and say, fuck it.
Right. I mean,
well,
it's
you
very
realize
easy to
that
get
just
cynical.
now. I've been realized that. Me personally, I would love to do something to change something, but do I know how? No. Can I? Will I? Probably. Absolutely not. There's no way.
Because at the end of the day, even though we hate the system in place and
Well,
we also find it hard to complain because we have it better than anyone in human history has ever had it before.
That's my other thing is too, is that
it sucks
to
but
make it back to what it was or back to a better place than what it is.
Hard times gonna have to happen.
Yeah, but man, I mean,
it's a part of the cycle. And I've discussed this before. The cycle: hard times create good men create good times, good men create weak men create hard times, and it cycles back. We are currently in a state where weak men are creating hard times. We are in that phase. However, hard times create strong men. Excuse me, this is 2021. Strong people. My bad.
Hey,
forgot.
bro, they was doing that in the 40s with that girl with the arm. Talking about we
No,
can do
but
it.
the point was women were doing their part at home. Women weren't trying to go overseas and fight. That's not the way. But we're not going to get on that discussion
Anyhow.
at this
Nah,
time.
man. Like I said, I don't know.
I know. It's,
It aggravates me. I guess what I'm getting at is if you can't fix a problem, shut up about the problem.
right.
Like at work. Every single day of my life, I literally get paid great money to solve problems. So at the end of the day, if I cannot solve a problem, like we're going to a different problem
We
to
own. We're
solve.
moving.
We're not sitting here hindering on it. I don't talk about it no more. Whatever. If you have a solution to the problem, please speak up. But
See, I like how John Tafferty once said it. I don't embrace problems. Okay, I embrace solutions. If you come to me with nothing but problems, I don't need you. I got this dude that's coming to me with nothing but solutions. I need that guy. You're doing nothing but dragging this whole operation down, homie.
facts.
But, and granted, we're not experts of political things. We're not experts of finance. You know what I'm saying? The reason why you get paid to do what you do is because you're considered a expert at that
keep
particular.
a pocket wedge in my
Because you
pocket.
keep 2 pocket wedges on you at all times.
Stay with that motherfucking
Bang
thing on me, homie. That's my thing is I'm never outside of work.
Yeah,
I
I have a
literally
whole. I got a whole 2 or 3 separate lives outside of work, homie.
I literally get off work and think about work and go back to work.
That ain't no way to live. I'll tell you what.
But I enjoy it.
See, okay, fair enough. And if that's what you enjoy, then cool. Me personally, I'm okay with what I do for work. I don't love it. It's cool.
No, I don't love what I do. What
Right.
I do sucks. I just like being good at what I do.
But right, exactly.
I guess it's like I don't have a whole lot of Peter pushing contests, but if I'm gonna be decent, I'd like to be good. And I'm really not a good pipe fitter. Everybody that watches that I work with, just know that I really suck. But I would
Thanks
like
for covering his ass for me.
I would like, yeah, appreciate y'all helping me, but I would really like to be great one day. That's what I'm getting at is I'm still trying to learn.
But see, that's the thing. You and I were brought up with that mentality. We want to be great at what we do. We don't want to just get by. We want to be that motherfucking guy that you call.
I didn't want to be that
for
guy. I
shit.
just want to be a good guy. I want to be good at what I do.
Yeah.
I want people to call me. I don't want to have to call people.
Exactly my point. Right? But we have been brought up with that mentality. There are a lot of people that don't even know how to work right. They don't understand, like, there's like 10 things that you could do to better yourself at any job that don't require any skill. One of them's like be on time. One of them's like have manners.
How's that work for you?
Actually, I haven't been late in quite some time. Thank you. About coming up on 2 years.
Since
Without
you
being
started
late.
shift work?
Honestly, yeah.
Something about them mornings kind of fucked you up a little bit, huh?
I honestly think so, dude. Shift work, I haven't been late. It's great.
I ain't mad at you for it. I'm glad you was.
Fuck them early mornings, them straight day shifts. Maybe that was always my problem. I'm not supposed to be a day shift hand. I'm supposed to be a shift work guy. And I'm fucking here for it, son.
You like that?
I'm about to go to fucking Dallas. For the record, I'll be in Dallas from September 1st to the 4th. So if any of our listeners are out there in Dallas, hit us in the comments. I would love to go get a drink with y'all, for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
I think we're done talking. Here's to little things in life. Yeah. If your little thing ever needs anything, my little thing ain't doing anything here.
Yeah.